Welcome back to Where is the Money? So the money is not with the middle class. That is clear. With all the layoffs, with the inflation, with the tariffs, with all the stuff that's going on that's eating into our pockets, and still wages are not keeping up. Some people are like, listen, I'm making the most money I've ever made in my life, and I am still struggling. Before, it was only based on bad spending habits. But a lot of people that is being frugal as possible is still running into issues where they're budgeting down to the dollar. How are we supposed to live like this? So let's talk about people earning the most money they've ever made and still having difficulty living a comfortable life like 10 years ago.
I cannot be the only person that gets royally ticked off whenever I think about the fact that my husband and I make more money right now, than we ever have in our entire lives. We have amazing jobs. We have excellent income, and I'm not disputing that. I am thankful for every single bit of that. But why are we there but still struggle? Make that make sense. Tell me why I make more money than I've ever made in my life, and we are to the point that times are such a struggle for everybody. I have 6 people in my house, so obviously food is expensive, but I guarantee you I spend $2,000 a month at the grocery store. For what? I can go spend $100, get a pack of hamburger meat, some green beans, some bananas, strawberries, and a case of water. That's $100. How are people expected to survive in times like this? How? And if y'all are out there freaking balling, you'll never convince me that it's not because you're also going in debt at the same time. I mean, you'll never convince me of that. Like, we have standard car payments in today's time, which is still disgusting because we have a $550 truck payment and an $800 SUV payment, but that's not uncommon. That's not uncommon. Why are times the way that they are? Why do I spend almost $1,000 a month just to have a good car to provide for my kids, to take my kids places? Why? Again, I'm thankful for everything that we have, and we have worked very hard to be where we are. But for freaking what? For what?
It doesn't sound like this lady is living extravagant, right? So let's break down what she said here. We have a 2-person income home, 6 people in the home, 2 cars, one payment is $800, another payment is $550. So we're looking at $1,350-ish in car payments. Insurance, let's add another $600 for 2 cars of insurance, maybe $400 if they got a good deal. Okay. Food costs, spending a lot of money on food with 6 people in a home. Doesn't sound like that amount of income is getting them an extravagant life. But if this was, say, 2005, that would have went really far with that amount of money. But the housing costs is totally unaffordable. Rent, mortgage is going up. Taxes is through the roof. Insurance is through the roof. Food costs keep going up every week. Car repairs is expensive. Everything is sky high. So all of that extra money that they would be saving is falling out of their pocket in all of these different areas, to the point it's like they're working just to get by, even though they're making the craziest amount of money they've ever made in their lifetime.
Y'all, I need to know what we're doing in life in this economy right now, because I needed some Pine Sol. Have you guys realized that just a bottle of Pine Sol is like $10 almost? $10? Since when is Pine Sol $10 a bottle? I am just off my rocker because I can't even afford Pine Sol anymore. Like, I'm really freaking confused as to how are we doing this? How are we continuing to live in this economy? And I'm so confused. I'm frustrated. I am mad. I make more money than I ever have in my entire life. And I feel like I am the brokest I've ever been in my entire life. I have no idea how to get ahead. I not only don't know how to get ahead, I literally buy the bare minimum, I feel like, when it comes to groceries and, you know, toiletries and stuff like that. So I feel like there's nothing else for me to cut out. And I'm still spending a ridiculous amount on absolutely nothing. Like, the last thing that I want to do is live on credit cards and go more into debts. But at this freaking point in my life, what else am I supposed to do? Like, we literally, we don't go out to eat. We don't take vacations. We honestly work and we come home. And oh my gosh, like, how are y'all doing it? Can you please explain, like, what are you guys cutting back on? What have you gotten rid of? What are, like, seriously, anything. Just lay it all on me, because I can't even afford Pine Sol. And by the way, I didn't get the Pine Sol. I got the off-brand, the Pine Glow, which I'm sure works exactly the same, but that's what I could afford.
Now let's look at this person's example. She's saying she went into the store and discovered Pine Sol was $10. $10 or more. Insane. Didn't used to be like this. And that's without the tariff increase. So she said no vacations, no unnecessary spending, just work and home. And still really contemplating the concept of using credit cards to get by. It's almost no choice, because things is just that bad. She's not able to make it with the way things are. And that's being frugal. That's no vacation. There's no splurging. It's no trips to Miami. It's none of that. It's just working to get by. People are finding it very difficult mentally to keep this going and making that make sense. Now, we all looked around at the price of everything and the way things is moving with the economy, even before Trump. And we've been saying for many years now that the middle class is disappearing. It's only rich and poor. And everything we've seen in the last year or so is proven that absolutely spot on true. So let's get to this person's understanding of her idea and experience of the middle class disappearing.
I have seen video after video after video talking about people talking about going into foreclosure, eviction notices, living paycheck to paycheck, and same. Yep, we are living paycheck to paycheck. And I got to thinking, I remember 14 years ago when my daughter was born, I had no money, pretty much. I mean, I was working as a waitress. I was young. I was a freshman in college, thinking if I made this much money, I would be living stress-free. I do make that much money now. In fact, I make more money than that. I make good money. My husband makes good money. And we are living paycheck to paycheck. Just over the last 5 years, our car insurance has doubled, almost tripled. And no, we don't have any new tickets, no car accidents, nothing. Our phone bill has doubled, and I've paid off pretty much all of our phones. Still keeps going up. Our mortgage has gone up $600, $700 since we bought our house 5 years ago, just from an increase in homeowners insurance and property taxes. Our medical insurance has gone up. More money is being taken out of our paychecks or whatever. Grocery bills, can't even fathom how much more it's gone up. At least $600 a month. Like, this blows my mind. Like, we worked our way from the bottom to have these really nice careers, thinking oh, this is it. We finally made it, and we are still living paycheck to paycheck, and barely making it, literally stressing out about finances all the time. If this was 20 years ago, we probably would have been considered upper class, or I know we would have been considered upper class, and now we are literally barely hanging on. It blows my mind, and I don't understand how this is okay in any way. And all I can picture is these billionaires sitting up in their little offices and just laughing about how poor we are. I don't know. I'm so mad and frustrated. And after seeing so many videos of people losing their houses and apartments and cars, and like, how is this okay? How is this okay? And the government, everyone's just like, yeah, it's cool. Well, we're millionaires. It's fine.
Now, this is very true. She said 5 years ago, she would have been considered upper middle class. Now, she's just now trying to stay out of poverty. That's it. You're trying to stay out of poverty. That's crazy. With the amount of money that would have been considered upper middle class, trying to stay out of the poorhouse. That's how expensive things are. You got car insurance, nearly triple. You got phone bill, double. Her mortgage went up over $600 due to property tax and insurance. Groceries is through the roof. And let's not even get on medical insurance. Even if your job covers majority of it, even the doctor visits can be expensive with insurance, let alone without. And a lot of people are not getting real insurance these days through their employer because they're cutting a lot of it with all the layoffs and cutbacks. So where does that leave us as the middle class or the aspiring middle class at this point? Not in a good place. So what do you guys make of it? You tell me. Put your comments below. Let's talk about it. This is Where is the Money? Talk to you soon.